Module 7, Unit 7.1, Exercise 9.
Hey, have you finished taking the measurements for the experiment on projectile motion?
Almost done. Just need to record the final velocities and angles for each trial.
Great, I'll start calculating the average speeds and distances covered by the projectiles.
Sounds good. Do you think we should double-check our measurements to ensure accuracy?
Definitely. We don't want any errors in our data. Let's compare our results and see if they match up.
Agreed. Once we have completed all the calculations, we can analyze the data and draw conclusions for our lab report.
Perfect. I think we're making good progress. Let's wrap up the measurements and get started on the analysis.
Sounds like a plan. Let's make sure to document everything carefully for our final report.
Module 7, Unit 7.1, Exercise 11C.
Hey there! Welcome to our program, The Curious World of Measurements. Our guest today is Professor Nesbitt. His scientific interests deal with humorology, imagination, and cognitive processes. Professor Nesbitt, good morning.
Morning. Happy to be here. By the way, are you ready to measure up some fun?
To measure up some fun? Absolutely. But first, what's the most bizarre unit of measurement you've ever heard of?
Oh, that would have to be the smoot. It's named after Oliver R. Smoot, who was used to measure the Harvard Bridge. One smoot is about 5 feet 7 inches. Imagine having a smoot converter for when you want to impress your friends. That couch is 5.2 smoots long.
That's hilarious. I could use a smoot to measure my weekend plans.
Exactly. Just don't get confused and try to measure pizza in smoots. It might end up being a nice pizza altar instead of dinner.
Noted. So, what about weight? Any unusual units there?
Sure thing. Ever heard of the long ton? It's a British unit that weighs 1,120 kilograms, or roughly the weight of a small car. Or, a really hungry elephant.
Wow, that's a lot of peanut butter sandwiches.
Just imagine that elephant weighing sandwiches in a long ton. It should open a sandwich shop called Elephant's Delight, where every meal is a trunk full of goodness.
Speaking of delightful, what about measuring temperature? Any quirks there?
Oh, for sure. You have the Fahrenheit scale, but did you know there's a scale called Romer? It measures temperature using the freezing point of water and the boiling point, just like any decent scale, except it's named after a Danish astronomer. It's like the cool cousin of Celsius and Fahrenheit. He shows up at the family party and everyone is just slightly confused.
Sounds like a lively party. I need a guide to the family of measurements.
I volunteer as tribute. There's so much to explore. We can measure volume in liters, liquids in pints, and even find ways to calculate your mood in giggles per hour. Just imagine how that would look on a chart.
Now that's a metric I would definitely want on my resume.
Right? Expert in giggle time management. Remember, every measurement has its charm. Just like you collecting these quirky facts. Want to explore more of these curious units?
Absolutely. Lead the way, oh mighty professor.
Onward. Let's measure some laughter along the way.
Module 8, Unit 8.3, Exercise 8B. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Can you start by telling us about your academic background?
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. I have a bachelor's degree in physics from Kyiv National University.
Why did you choose to study physics?
I chose to study physics because I have always been fascinated by how the world works at a fundamental level. I did want to understand the principles that govern the universe.
That's great to hear. Can you share a challenging project or research experience from your studies that showcased your problem-solving skills and ability to work in a team?
During my senior year, I worked on a research project that involved analyzing complex datasets to study the behavior of quantum particles. It required a lot of critical thinking and collaboration with my peers to interpret the results accurately. Through this project, I learned how to approach complex problems systematically and communicate effectively with team members.
Impressive. How do you stay current with advancements in the field of physics?
I stay current by regularly reading scientific journals, attending conferences, and engaging in online forums with fellow physicists.
Can you give an example of a recent development that caught your interest?
Yes, sure. One recent development really caught my interest. It is the progress in quantum computing and its potential applications in solving complex computational problems efficiently.
In conclusion, why do you believe you are the ideal candidate for this position? How do you envision contributing to our team?
I believe my strong background in physics, problem-solving skills, and passion for continuous learning make me a valuable candidate for this position. I am dedicated, motivated, and eager to collaborate with your team to tackle challenging projects, contribute innovative ideas, and drive impactful results in the field of physics.
Thank you for your thoughtful responses. We appreciate your interest in joining our team and will be in touch regarding the next steps in the interview process.